There are so many good things in season right now in this province. Foodland Ontario's Teresa McCarowitz joins us with a couple of fresh options, maybe for dinner tonight. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Annette. Nice to see you. Yes, I have a dinner option, but first we're going to start with an appetizer. We're going to make a
Okay.
we're going to make a zucchini ribbon tart, and then we're going to make a harvest gnocchi with feta for dinner. Now you can find both of the recipes on our website, foodlandontario.ca. Now let's start with the tart, as I mentioned. So what I've already done is unroll the puff pastry on a baking sheet. Just leave it on the parchment paper that it comes. I've spread some homemade pesto, or you can use store-bought. And I'm layering zucchini ribbons, and those are super easy to make. All you need is zucchini and a vegetable peeler, and just work down lengthwise and keep going till you have about 2 cups of zucchini ribbons. Now, Annette, don't worry if you have leftover zucchini ribbons, because it's very delicious just cooked with a little bit of garlic and butter or oil for a side dish, because I know zucchini is abundant right now. It could be
Yes.
abundant in your garden.
We were talking about zucchini recipes yesterday in our office because somebody was sharing the bounty of their garden, and we were all kind of trading ideas of how we like it best.
Fantastic. Well, you could try this tart because it is very impressive and it is super easy. As I said, there's only just a few ingredients. Now, what I'm doing to finish it off is I have some delicious cherry tomatoes, and I'm putting those on top. You need 10 that you've cut in half. And then all you do is sprinkle it with, I'm using aged Ontario cheddar cheese because I like the combination here. And I was just thinking, as I was doing this, this would be a great recipe to do with kids. They could do the zucchini ribbons for you. They can weave the zucchini on the tart, and then all you have to do is put it into the oven, 400 degrees, for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until it's nicely golden. Delicious with a glass of Ontario white wine for an appetizer, or you could even serve it for lunch with a side salad.
I would
Or
make that a meal. Yeah, that looks awesome.
It is
And
delicious.
then what else
Now,
are you making for us?
I am making the harvest gnocchi with feta. Now, what I already have in the skillet is I cooked up some zucchini again, the bounty, and a sweet red pepper, and a red onion, and of course, Ontario garlic is in. So I have 2 cloves of Ontario garlic, and you saute that for about 5 minutes. For our seasoning, I have 1.5 teaspoons of dried oregano, and we're always encouraging you to be creative. If you don't have oregano, basil would do, or you could even use Italian seasoning. And I also added some salt. So after that cooks for 5 minutes, you want it to soften up. Again, Ontario corn is available right now in stores or at your market. So I'm
And
adding
I've heard it is amazing this year. The corn is good.
we've been having it this week. It is so sweet and delicious. Just remember, leave it in the husk when you're purchasing it and store it that way in the refrigerator. And the sooner that you enjoy it, the more delicious it is. It keeps its nice sweetness.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because a lot of times in the grocery stores, now I don't know if they allow you to do it anymore, right? People would just take the husk off, and it's like I want to stop them in the grocery store and go, no, please don't do that. You're going to dry everything out, right?
Exactly. That's what I want to tell everybody too. We're on the same page. So after that cooks for about a minute or so, what I've done already is cooked 1 pound of gnocchi in boiling water, along with, again, some Ontario green beans. You could use green, you can use yellow, whatever you have on hand. And for the gnocchi, all you do is bring your water to a boil, and once they rise to the top, you know that they're done, and add in the green beans too, so they'll soften up for you. That takes about 3 to 5 minutes. Now, this is a delicious meatless option, but if you want to pump up the protein, you could just add a can of beans that you've rinsed, just to remove some of the salt. And to finish it off, I have some creamy Ontario feta. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of the cooking water. I reserved it, and that's going to help to form a delicious sauce for you. And finish it off with fresh herbs. You know how much I love fresh herbs.
Yep.
They do punch up the flavor in that. And this is dill. If you don't have dill on hand, you could use parsley, basil. I mean, the herbs are abundant in the stores, they're in the markets.
Okay. And we'll get the recipe up at chch.com. Teresa, thank you so much. This is delicious.
Thank you.